Today, we are overwhelmed with the presence of industrial experts, academicians, leaders, and great researchers. A heartfelt welcome to our HOD, Dr. D.H. Pandya sir, our chief guest, Dr. Nalin Jani sir, and all our panelists, Dr. Vivek Patel sir, Mr. Dilip Santa, Mr. Nilay Rawal, and Mr. Ashok Shiora. I hereby request Dr. D.H. Pandya sir to start the event with his valuable words. Very good morning, Pandya sir.
Yeah, good morning, Abhishek. Sorry for
Uh,
the delay. Good
no
morning,
problem.
Dr. Jani, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Good morning, one and all.
Good morning from Jani.
Yeah, welcome, sir. So it's our meeting on a Sunday, and it's our routine tradition that we generally meet our pass out students to encourage them, have their feedbacks, and to guide them for their future prospects. And we make assure them we are always be with them any sort of a help required to mold their career for their future endeavors. And I'm also glad to see our alumni, and I would like to welcome them all who had marked the milestone in their individual areas or make some achievements by joining good position in the society. I welcome all those alumni, and without not taking much time, I would like to inaugurate this function, and best of luck to all the students to take maximum advantage of our today's experts. So I'm handed over to Abhishek, and thank you also very much for the Abhishek who had spared uh, a time just before the examination on Monday. Thank you,
Thank you
Abhishek.
so much, sir.
Please continue.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to introduce our chief guest for today, Dr. Nalin Jani, sir. Dr. Nalin Jani, sir, is a director and dean at the Computer Science Department of S.K. Patel Institute of Management and Computer Studies. He holds a PhD degree in investigation and computational analysis of structural, magnetic, and electric properties of oxides. He is also a contractual mentor at Institute Industry Interaction Cell, also known as Triple IC, Kadi Sarva Vishwavidyalaya. He has been an academician and has published many research papers, also received tons of awards and recognition across different streamlines since past 45 years. Now I invite Dr. Jani sir to take over the session.
Good morning, youths, esteemed faculties, and Professor and Head, Professor Pandyaji, to connect me to a grand pool of youths who are aspirants, who are doing progress and making their life very healthy and meaningful. Today, my presence is to motivate you wherever it is possible to aware you and give some dimensions which has either come to your notice or may not come to your notice. There are four dimensions which I can see. Just I want to share with you. One is Industry 4.0. I think you must be well aware about Industry 4.0. It's people have already put them on the track of Industry 4.0 and how they are put. I'll put some light, but everything is available on the net as a resource. Another important thing is, which is associated with us, is Education 4.0. We have a long era of Education 3.0, but now it is very high time to transform ourselves from Education 3.0 to 4.0. What we have to do for this transformation from 3.0 to 4.0. Another dimensions we have to definitely look at because we are associated definitely. We are definitely associated. One is healthcare 4.0, another is agriculture 4.0. My mechanical experts friends, they are attached everywhere. Attached everywhere. Either directly or indirectly. Their contribution is there. So I think they must be aware about all these four dimensions with which they are very much associated as I can visualize. Now, Industry 4.0, we are making machine intelligent. Earlier, we did automation, but electronics was coupled with mechanical engineering. Otherwise, we were more depending on manual systems. When electronics attached to mechanical engineering, we called this as mechatronics with a little of backend software, system software, and we say that it is automation. But when software started playing major role in controlling, in collecting data, and on the fly analysis, partial analysis, short term analysis, and actuation based on the result thereof as per the program. We started moving to the intelligent machines. Now all machines which are automated are converted to intelligent machines. Only computer man or electronics man cannot do it. Because the whole system belongs to you, your branch. The others are the attached. So the core expert must be there in the team. Now it is a team work. No one alone can achieve the success what is targeted in this dimension. Earlier we were recording data manually. Then we started recording and then again little involvement of manual for analysis and other things. But we were not in a position to control that efficiently in time frame. So we wanted software to enter and software has entered and it is doing miracle and that has given the transformation from industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 is ahead in the race. Then healthcare started because doctors were ready to accept this change. A lot of innovative devices came in the field of medical sciences because contribution of mechanical engineering and electronics engineering. Gradually, those machines are getting intelligent. Again, it is a teamwork. Third is health. Corona has taught us, this pandemic period has taught us that we cannot survive even if we have got money, we have got knowledge, but we don't have the health. To protect the body from viruses. Now, what is to be done on the healthcare side? We were ignorant about the medicines. We took a race in the back arena to have more chemicals and control the disease. But we never thought of immunity. This era has taught us disease curing is must. But if you build an immunity, you keep away the disease. And the hassles that come in curing disease, the money resources we put in carrying disease is very much than the investment that we make for immunity. This is health 4.0. Look more on immunity. Take care of immunity. I think we will be able to face all body challenges with ease and without much of the investment after getting attacked by disease. Another dimension is agriculture 4.0. Lot of mechanical devices are there. I got an opportunity to see a very big university of agriculture at Akola. This university is in more than 1,000 acres. I especially visited to see why this much of space is needed, but I have seen Really, it was a fantastic university working on agriculture. What I could see there, the industry was inside the university. Devices being manufactured and were sold also. And some of the devices were in the list of DGST rate contract. So it is acceptable at the nationwide. I could learn from that. And a message I want to share with you that our labs are to be extended to make the production. Industry should come in our lab if it is possible. Now, earlier we would have been requiring space. Now things are getting very small and smaller and smaller. So in little space also may be a constraint for all of us, but the little space can give us an opportunity to grow. And if we can think, we can definitely grow in this dimension solution. Classrooms have to be converted into labs, and labs have to be converted into the R&D center of industry, where you can at least develop the prototype. You cannot have a manufacturing setup on a large scale. I agree. These are the four dimensions I want to start with, and then I will put some slides before you to have an in-depth discussion on certain issues which are initiatives or motives, and they borrow these motives to their mind and limit their capability as well as potential also. Now, I will suggest what are the opportunities we have to see. Opportunities are plenty. Opportunities are plenty. Learning at institute, physical and virtual environment of learning. We were not using virtual environment till now, but this period has shown us we can move fast onto the virtual environment, because of which I'm at my home, I'm sharing something, you are at your home, but still you are receiving. And we have done this transformation thanks to youth, institutes, and those who are the actors to do this role. Learning is an act of empowerment. What we have to change our mindset. We are getting empowered by learning for designing your dream life. Progress can be there in your dream life. Success can be there in your dream life. Education is a journey for learning on a track to build career. Agree. But career should not be a copied career. Career should be a designed career of your own mindset. Education in 21st century is education 4.0. We have already stated. And these are the four dimensions I just shared with you. Let us focus on driving education. We are not simply learning. We have to drive our education. And to build business. Now, what is built by business? Is business different than your job? Wherever you are doing job, they are doing business. You are a part of the business. You are putting your contribution to grow that business because you think that if business grows, I will get my salary. So you are managing to generate your salary by working in an organization. Forget about the government organizations where people do not think because they have not to generate their own salary. But if you are working in a private industry, you are always with the motive, intention, I will not say pressure, to generate your salary. Because workers in government organization feel that whole mass is there to pay tax to for our salary. That is already a wrong design of government structure. I don't want to comment, but it is a fact which is seen with our eyes. We cannot do anything, we cannot change, but at least we can share some thoughts which needs a correction. Now our focus is on driving education, not only learning education. Driving means there are other words comes. In learning, we were only learning information. But there are other words that follow information, like knowledge, like intelligence, like wisdom, that we were not generating during our study. That is why our mind was not getting empowered to take on decision. We were tempted to do the copy. What other seniors have done, they studied and took the job. We also do the same thing. Because we are missing these three words: the knowledge, intelligence, and wisdom. Now let us drive our education to achieve all the three. Suppose I missed the bandwagon, no problem. Wherever you are, start from there. You may be in your job, no problem. You did not got the opportunity. Nobody made you aware. It's not your mistake. It's not mistake of the environment also. But when you started knowing, when you learn that is needed, you be after it. It is a driving education. It is a driving education. Information does not tell you what to apply, how to apply. Education tells you what to apply, how to apply. Now, there is a basic difference between information and education. By mistake, we take the degree, but carrying information only, not the education. It is by mistake. I'm not saying, I'm not finding fault with anybody. I'm able to distinguish the word information and education. Information plus education is organized as knowledge. So we say that we have information, but when education is not coupled with it, at least myself is believing that I am not having the knowledge. Knowledge with experiential learning. People are in jobs also, doing well, doing progress. They are receiving experiential learning. Knowledge is coupled with experiential learning, they build intelligence and wisdom. After getting job, we go in the sleep mode. And we say that now there is no need of learning, I already achieved the certification, which will give me an entry to every place. But mind well, it is my vision. You can have a little bit of progress, slow paced progress, but you cannot achieve a success. Slow paced progress is linear, but success is exponential growth. Now let us make our mindset. In these difficult times, and again times to come may be difficult, do we want a linear progress or we want an exponential growth? But taking exponential growth, designing for exponential growth, you have to keep your health at the 4.0 level, immunity at the highest level. Otherwise, that growth, that money reserve will not be any of value, because we want everything to have a value. When you develop a product, it should have a value. You need not to sell it. People should be ready to purchase it. That is the meaning of quality product. When you start selling, making an effort in sell, and people are reluctant to buy, that means there is some fault with the quality. This is the driving education. This thought has to come in our driving education. We need all these components, what we stated, to have a success. However, if we don't have, we are missing some components, we can be in a stage to receive a very slow pace progress, very linear progress with a slope, maybe different but different persons working in the same environment, but very small slope. During study, we have solved math and state problems. We know the working method of doing mathematics. Even we take salary, that time we calculate everything, all components are there in the term form of percentage, we total it up. And some promotions is there, then percentage also is we calculate. We do that calculate. What we study during study do come in the real practice. But here, that calculation was to learn the method. Now, when you are in the actual life, working life, the calculation is for your financial intelligence. We have to understand this. Why we have learned? Learn to be used. Learn to be used because you have the education now. So you'll be using. If you don't have the education, you have the information, you may find is irrelevant or not useful. Here you'll be using for your financial intelligence. If you do not apply financial intelligence, I think progress is possible, success is not possible. Success leads to high up on the exponential track, giving leadership level. This is very important. When you are leader, you are recognized. If you are not leader, that means you have done so far the linear progress only. You are not achieving success. And every youth must have a dream for achieving success. Success comes when you build the leadership skills. We are doing, in our KSV, leadership programs are being done. People are reluctant to go to that program. They feel what's the need? But that is a seeding of leadership skill. If you really enter to that environment, your entire lifestyle will change and you will start thinking differently. You will be thinking to be a leader. At least you will start working in the team. That culture is built up in that leadership skill of a short program, but they arrange for 5 days or 6 days, 7 days. Just now I don't remember what is the exact duration, but it's a very good initiative adopted by our university. Changes the total behavior pattern, culture pattern, and leadership steering is done in that initiative. Reading, listening is there, but listening, wiring, writing, designing, showcasing. We did reading, writing in the education era, but now everything is to be done. Designing is to be done. We have done the template designing because you are a mechanical engineer. You have done the template designing. You must have done the prototype designing. It may have been transferred to product also. I don't say you must have done some project work and there you must have achieved success. You must have reached to product. But again, I tell you, product designing is not that easy. It is with feedback mechanism. If a product is to be sold with an effort, it is not that quality. It is to be again reviewed with a feedback mechanism for improvement of it. Till this re-improvement is to be done till it is attracted for purchase by the customers. Earlier it was an era where some advertisement was playing a major role. Because Amitabh Bachchan is giving some TV advertisement, we are tempted to purchase that. But that era is gone. Now it is a knowledge economy. We may be thinking something Amitabh Bachchan is getting definitely by giving this advertisement. In fact, he is getting, but we were not getting. We were not seeing that aspect. It was silent to our eye. But the other aspect, a big dignitary is promoting this product must be good. That was our perception. I don't say products are good which are advertised. No. Somewhere, some point of time, it has to be brought to your notice. I do agree. That is also an advertisement. But once it has come to the notice, once it is picked up as a perception as a quality product, and people started attracting, then it is really a product. It is a quality product. It is acceptable by the clients. The reusability of published components by sorry. Learners are the problem solvers. We forget. Learners are degree holders forget. Degree holders is a justification that you have completed a course. It is a need. Without doing that, you cannot come into a life of work where you can show your expertise. Concepts are necessary. Education is necessary. Driving is necessary. Then only you can apply when you come. But now there is a need of intelligent application. Lemon application will not serve. You say some of the jobs are wiped out because those jobs are being taken by machines. Tomorrow's pilotless car, you will be designing like Google. All pilots will go home. No. For them, there are other opportunities. If they grab it, they will definitely survive with progress and thereafter with success. But if they don't open their eyes, do not see the opportunity, do not search the opportunity, do not hunt the opportunity, I think nobody can save them, even today, to be ready for at least getting their bread and butter. Now, we think we are in service life, we are doing job for others. You take an entry, you take an exit after retirement, but company survives. What happens to you when you leave the company after retirement? Your salary becomes suddenly zero. I say it is a system which carries you for a period of 30 years or 40 years. But suddenly you reach at a destination where your salary becomes zero. I ask a simple question. How will you manage your life after retirement? You say, I can manage with whatever my saving is there. Suppose inflation is increasing, saving is very less. You thought that I'll be saving this much, but you could not save. Then what will be the scenario? We have to think in advance. Those who got the pension, they were fortunate. But now the pension is not that what government people are getting. We are getting rather, not they are also not getting from 2004. They are all put at the same level. Still, there is a race in going to the government job. Why? The reason is you don't want to develop yourself. You don't want to achieve success. You want an easy life, get placed, and salaries will come every month. You're not worrying for the salary. When you have this mindset, your success is below a ceiling. You cannot achieve. Growth cannot be exponential. Even growth will not be linear. Wherever you are, you will carry the life as it is. And for him also, after retirement, there is a problem. Okay, salary is good. If he is spending, then again it will be a big question. If he is saving, there can be a little less worry. Let us redefine our mindset. Students are to be trained, not to be taught. We as a teachers were having our responsibility of teaching. Now we are trainers, we are mentors, we are guides. Not the professors to go to the classroom and just teach the content which is there. Now entire content is available on media. With a single click you can get it. Why don't you? Because books were in limited versions. Everybody were not getting the books. There was no alternative. Teachers were forced to come into the classroom and teach you. But now if the resources are available, why it should be shifted? Why not it should be shifted from teacher-led learning to self-learning by learners? So there is a need. If we are not using this need, that means we are not using the education 4.0. We are not using the resources which are available. We are definitely wasting time in WhatsApp, Facebook, and other social media. Now we have to decide, do we want to waste our time or do we want to utilize our time? I will say, if your mindset is ready, empowered, you can use Facebook and WhatsApp to start a business from home, and that too in non-productive hours. 21st century gives this opportunity of business 4.0. It was not available to our big name, Mr. Ratan Tata. He has to do a lot of investment in designing trucks, in manufacturing trucks, and it was only one brand which was acceptable in the entire country. What efforts he have put, unbelievable, unbelievable. Nobody can do what he has done. He has done charity, he has given growth, but the best part, what I can read from him is, he started his industry in Industry 2.0 version. He is giving latest car, even not manufactured in India, manufactured outside. They are all sensors are fitted. It's all Industry 4.0 car. No need to export. It is being manufactured in overseas sites. See how much he has changed. He is front runner in Industry 4.0 also. An old man with this much of motivation. Really, we have missed. We have not spared our time to know his history or journey of success. If we could have gone through the journey of success, empowered our mindset, we will never waste our time in social media just for wasting time, posting unnecessary images, messages. We could use in a different way. That's an opportunity, but we have to hunt for, we have to search for, and we have to be associated with the computer. You also know, friends, computers alone were of no value. It was just doing, it was having computational power. But when network power was connected to the computational power, it has done the miracle. It has done the miracle. You are joining an industry. You go as an individual mode. Industry, what does the industry do? They are hiring people like you of different categories, levels, and they pay at a different rate per day. What they are doing? They are doing networking. Where there is a networking, there is a time compounding. People are getting success because of time compounding. Just look at the back end of Ratan Tata's company. Not many employees they are hiring. Because they started in 2.0, they transformed to 3.0. Structure was same, only progress was there. So they have to pay salary. But this networking computer has given us an opportunity. Your networking power can generate miracle, but we are not able to think it. We are not able to think it, as well as we are not going to anybody to get the mentorship, to know all these things. Because we are using our spare time for non-productive work. This is productive work of spare time which I am telling you, but we are not doing this in hard faith. Otherwise, India will be signing like anything in 21st century because we are under 35. Under 35 is the really fortunate country in the world is India. But are we exploiting the potential? Are we using the potential? Applying the potential? No. It is going waste. Once time is waste, we cannot get it back. Means the time value is being made zero with the wastage of time. Leadership, entrepreneurship, emotional intelligence. Why should I do? I am getting this much salary. Can never achieve progress or success. If I am committed to do a job, I should be faithful. I should be ethical. I should take a leadership in my company and I should justify. I should learn. Then only I will sustain the company. Otherwise, not. Think for your own. Just in way back, Ratan Tata has thought, Narayan Murthy has thought, Azim Premji has thought. Likewise, there are many veterans in your area. You might be knowing. I have the limited list. At least try to listen their stories on YouTube or view their success path wherever you get the video and build an emotional intelligence. If they can do, we can also do. Forget that in 21st century, business 4.0, you have not to invest. That's an earlier concept. But don't carry it onwards now. If you are saying to somebody that, yes, if I want to do the business, but I don't have the investment. That means you are still in the environment of business 3.0 or 2.0 and not thinking or not learn business 4.0. In the business 4.0 to enter or even in any four dimension, you need a digital literacy and effective communication. Effective communication is not for sale. Even if you have to translate your design, you need effective communication. You need effective communication. What else you need? You have to be innovative. Suppose I design a lock which works on IoT, no problem. But it needs to be to that quality level that people must be induced to purchase it rather than. But I should have effective communication methodology to aware the people of the quality, use cases. Then only I can achieve that level. Otherwise, I'll be making a setup to sell with advertisement, giving some commission to the people. That means you are losing business in driving your sales. No, you have to fix your entire structure. So structure should not change, but the objective of structure, what people are going to get with the structure, should be very, very transparent and clear. And normally I say, when we are in job, we work for them. Our growth is dependent on them. Our future is uncertain. And in some cases, our growth is also at the mercy. Because we don't learn that much and we remain at their mercy. This kind of situation is called a compromise situation. Let us come out from the compromise situation. Now, I'll be saying that there is a business opportunity. I will not discuss this business opportunity because you have 95% of the people you are thinking for job and progress in the job. I say progress in the job is there. Because you have learned in your area, you should do a job. But you can use your unproductive hours to do business. Only I will say this much. Don't leave the job. Because once you committed, you planned, don't disturb the plans. Do not bring in the squirrel syndrome. Let me tell you what is squirrel syndrome. A squirrel gets a food grain, starts eating one of the piece, but suddenly it comes another piece to the knowledge, leaves that one and goes there. Again it sees another, again it goes to another food grain piece. So this is called a squirrel syndrome. This kind of disease we should not put it in our mind and pollute our mind so that we are not planned, we are not dream food, we are not goal oriented, we are not designed for our lives. Whether career life, I mean, life is entire life. Doctors with clinics, lawyers with office, they are self-employed. They are also giving time, they are working for them. Whereas you working in industry are working for others, no problem. Large mass is this only category as self-employed and employed. Employed working for others, self-employed working for them. But you've seen others, Ratan Tata, you say, Mukesh Ambani, you say, all big business people. They are on the other side. They are not on the sides of where E and S are lying. They are on the 5%. 95% are this side, E and S, 5% are business owners and investors. Now we can think, how can we go to that side? Not possible. but it is a limitation of our mind of thinking. Dreaming big. If we do not dream, we cannot set the goals. If we can set the goals and with patience, if we work with a design, initiative, and move, definitely we are going to achieve the success. It's not difficult. At any point of time when Ratan Tata or Mukesh Ambani started, I say Ratan Tata, I said Narayan Murthy started with zero. Let us understand them, how they started with zero. If we don't have the finance, thing was different from Mukesh Ambani. I do agree, but we also see the growth journey of Mukesh Ambani as well as Ratan Tata as well as Narayan Murthy. Energy print. We'll be able to cultivate from our situation the progress or success, initially progress. In your exponential growth, initially is progress. You see the very small slope line extending, and certainly it takes a curvilinear growth. That is the exponential growth. So business people achieve that growth, and we remain in the part of progress in job, even in self-employed, working for ourselves. Business with moderate speed was there 2.0, 3.0. We were to do investment, but when you are in 4.0, there is no need of investment. No investment is no risk. You have seen these names, they started in 2.0 or 2.3.0, but they were not in 4.0. But when you see Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Snapdeal, Zomato, Swiggy, all over, they started their journey from 4.0. Their investment is less. You can see just who are Ola has never purchased a car to give you the service. When you purchase car and put it as a taxi, you have to also hire a driver. Here hiring of car and hiring of driver. Not by paying money. Yeah, I will give you an activity, but I will take a commission from your activity, what you get. Money is given by client. Money is received by the man who has done the investment. But what is going? Commission is going to Amazon, Flipkart, Ola, Uber, depending on the service or product you are purchasing from them. What they are? They are the network giants. From there, where they develop the network. Let us understand. They have not come to us. Amazon has not come to us. Amazon went to WhatsApp. You say, how much big network is I want to purchase? What WhatsApp did? I am giving free to connect with your friends. Suppose I got 300 friends, and one friend, each one friend is again having 300 friends. It is not 300 plus 300. It is 300, 300, 300, 300 up to 300. It is 300 into 300. What is the size of network? 90,000. Remember. So 300 people can generate a network of 90,000 people. No businesses can do this fast. This is business at the speed of light in 4.0. Just we have to understand the concept so that we can explore the possibility utilizing our spare time. For this, we have to build financial intelligence. Learning is required. We have not learned financial intelligence during our coursework because this is career life. You have been taught, you have been given education. Education means how to learn. Teaching is a template. Learning is an initiative by learner. There the education comes. Only you just listen the teaching in the class, you are receiving information. Not sufficient. Information of education, if your initiative is coupled with that, definitely you are knowledgeable. But still, You have to learn finance. To grow rich, success, ultimate success is becoming rich. You should have enough money. You should be able to pay check and take a car in a single shot rather than wait for the installments. Installment is a liability. When you give a check, means you are with asset. Growing rich means build assets. So never face a problem, money problem. This is financial intelligence. We always have compromise. We say to our family members, बेटे इस बार नहीं अगले महीने ले लेंगे इस महीने ये खर्चा हो गया. No, this is compromise. Why to live life like this? Let us design our life. We should not face such situation. If we have got more than our requirement money, give charity. Ample opportunity to pay or lift people up. Why don't you do? I am doing. I was not a businessman, but I am doing as of today. I am not a contractual at GFTC. I am a free bird. I am going there. I am helping my students. Only my requirement is you give the platform for my internship of my students. Whenever they want, they can come to the visit. You don't say that. I will not because now we have stopped. No. Your mind should be open. Yes, let them come. Let them have a visit. Let them connect to us. Let them involved in product development. This kind of platform I am building. This is my CSR. If I am not associated with KSB, I will not be in a group as I am connected today. You are my network, industry is my network. So I am making the role of Amazon Flipkart. They are earning. I am doing CSR. That is the difference. Go on solving money problems after you enter into the career. Let it be small, let it be big. This will involve you in the process of getting intelligence wisdom by increasing your intelligence. Go on enhancing ability of financial intelligence. I think you will be migrating yourself from employee to business class people. And when you get success, you will be recognized. Your opportunities are there. You have to learn what is business. What is network power? What is time compounding? What is net worth? Without net worth, no one can achieve success. Suppose you are doing for job daily 10 hours a day. Suppose 10 hours a day. Then also in the entire lifespan, you are just putting 1 lakh hours. And you are getting return of 1 lakh hours. But suppose 10,000 employees are there in a big industry. What is the time compounding per day? 10,000 into 8. 8 hours because they are system oriented. We may extend time, but they are system oriented. We check exactly 80 hours a day. What we could put time in entire life, they are achieving in 2 days only. Less than 2 days you can see. This is time compounding in a nutshell. But how to structure your business with time compounding? You need a mentorship. It is not. You have to have a constant learning when you come into the career. I told you I put a word of caution that when you think that my learning is over, that means you have brought a ceiling to your head, to your success, to your progress on your head. Thereafter, everything stops. You just carry your life, and you can say you go on compromising with your life requirement. Let us have a look at the data, whether we should go for business or not along with the job. I am not saying leave your job. With job, you have to think for. 1960, salary was 200. I have seen the era of I started my career in 1974. My salary was near about 500 rupees. 1980, average salary was 2,000 rupees. Next. Yes. Back. Sorry, back. 2000 year 2020,000. 2020 2 lakhs. We are in 2020. or everyone is getting, it's an average salary. Some people are getting 4 lakhs, some people are getting 80,000. But when you average it is 2 lakh, are you getting 2,000? 2 lakh rupees per month. If you are not getting, you should think for. You can earn more than that if you really think for and utilize your non-productive hours. You will not believe I am doing for myself. Not for money. I am not doing for myself money because I am doing CSR with my money. But I am building a legacy system. Let us understand what is legacy system. We have never thought of. Employee will never think of. Legacy system is I am developing for my grandson to be handed over. At the age of 18, we should start a business, not go to any job. That is why I am starting a legacy system. From the age of 18, currently he is at 14. After 4 years, he will be drawn in. Till then, he has to study. But will you ask me a question? Will he go to college? Yes, he will go to college. I will not say him to do the business for full time. I will say learn full time. Spare time you will learn business, even after age of 18. People think now these opportunities should be given after 16 because they are matured more. But still government rules are there, we should not do. Ethically, we should follow government rules 100%. 240 your salary should be 20 lakhs. Will you be reaching? If you are not reaching, you are not achieving success. You are not achieving progress also. You will be still living rather enjoying the miserable life, compromised life, not a life, crafted life like a successful business player. Every 20 years, your salary must be 10 times. That is the gist of the entire data analysis. Let us think for a right career, right track of career. I don't say if you are in a job, you have done anything wrong. You are correctly with your path, but you think for where you are, where you will be. And at least you should have dreamed to at least be in a comfortable situation. For that, you have to think big. College education is needed, definitely needed, but it is to be extended in your career life also. That was my saying. Time compounding, I explained to you. The same thing, it is written here. If you want, I can share this. If you have recorded it well and good, otherwise I can share this. Now I am a mentor. You should have a decision that I want to start a business along with my job in a spare capacity time. Definitely, I'll be a mentor to you. And I have got a team of 500 people who can be a mentor to you. In 500 people, you can find a people with a salary of 20 lakhs as on today. That means they have reached to 2040 as on today in 2020. They are ahead of time in their business. They are recognized, but the name might not have come to you. If you join, then only you can know them. You can know them. You can know Ratan Tata, you can know Mukesh Ambani, you can know Azim Premji. Because they are recognized in 2.0, 2.0 and 3.0. And still they are ahead. That is why you recognize. But there are others also. Not like, giant like Ratan Tata. But they are fair, much better situation than us. They should also be recognized. And if they are recognized, if you reach to that level, you will also be recognized. What we want is this. Now you decide after attending this session, what is your dream, what is your goal, and if you wish like to connect with me, connect with me. I'll be mentor till I am alive. I'll be mentor till I'm alive. You will never get this kind of association anywhere. This is the net power. This is the network power. This is the network. This is the smart life, crafted life with money for charity, time freedom, and financial security. Because legacy system can give you financial security and not any other system. So you will understand what a legacy system is. My intention of growing my grandson to the legacy system, not to a system where there is an uncertainty after the age of 60 or 65. You should retire, you should start a business at 18, you should retire at the age of 30 only, and you should move around the world with a family and enjoy the life and do some social CSR, upliftment of those who are not lifted to that extent with their own efforts. Let us add efforts to them. This is the CSR we want to do in mind with my next generation, not only accumulating money. Being rich is not accumulating money. Because suppose you get from your ancestors money, but if you have no financial intelligence, you will not be able to protect that money. The money will be wiped out. Financial intelligence needed. Whatever money is there to protect that, as well as grow money for the mankind also, yourself also. So this is my message as a mentor to all. I hope I have satisfied. Thank you all. Any question if you want, you can ask a question.
I sincerely thank Dr. Jani sir, molding our knowledge into problem solving.
Yes.
That was very insightful, sir. There were a lot of points which we never focused on, but we learned today from your presentation, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and experience you gained over the years with us.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and special thanks to Pandya Saab who have connected me, because I understand network and net worth, net power.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you again, you all, for patient hearing, and thank you all your faculty team taking great initiative, and in the leadership of Pandya Sahib, always appreciated.
Thank you,
I
sir.
always get connected to Pandya Sahib, tempted to connect, never miss any opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, moving further, I invite our first panelist, Dr. Vivek Patel, sir. Dr. Vivek Patel completed his postdoctoral research at Northwestern Polytechnical University, China. He holds a PhD degree in the area of material processing from PDPU in 2017, and since then he is working as an assistant professor at PDPU. His key research area is friction steel welding and processing. Recently, he was honored with the award of Top Global Reviewer 2019 in Material Science by Web of Science, which is the most trusted citation index for scientific and scholarly research. Also, he has been selected as a researcher at Swedish University for a project on friction steel welding in electric vehicles. The industry partner is Volvo Cars. Over to you, Dr. Vivek Patel, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Abhishek. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. First of all, let me say thank you, Dr. Pandya, for giving me an opportunity. And also, I appreciate the efforts put by student Abhishek. So, I will not take too much time on Sunday. And as I have requested the contents which I should throw some light by Abhishek, that is the first content, that importance of masters in engineering. So as I can see in the list in this Zoom meeting today, that most of the students are from mechanical and automobile, right? And the agenda is what after BE. So I will share my experience, that the importance of master. All of you may be in the final year or maybe pre-final year of your BE, and definitely it is the right time to select the path, that what is the next after 1 year or 2 years, right? Obviously, the first choice would be the industry. If you get an offer from industry, definitely you can grab it. But if you don't get an offer from the industry, then what is next? That is, I would throw some more light. Then I would suggest that in mechanical and automobile engineering, basically I divide 3 subcategories under this umbrella of mechanical, or you can say automobile. So one is a thermal, there is thermal engineering. Second one is a design engineering, and the third domain is a manufacturing engineering, or you can say production engineering. So at the end of the final semester, you would be able to evaluate yourself that which domain is comfortable, whether you like the contents of thermal engineering, design engineering, or manufacturing engineering, right? So right now you are just touching all these domains under different subjects. So at the end of the B, or maybe in the 8th semester, you would be understand, okay, this is my comfort zone. So you can select that particular domain, right? And then after you can search for the best available courses in which you want to pursue, because the master would be what? It will give you the more expertise, the more flavor in the area of your interest, maybe thermal design or manufacturing. So now I think also I would suggest you should focus, apart from industry job, you can have plan B, that the research domain. So in India, the research is definitely booming. You must have heard that after month of March, this COVID-19 pandemic, the Indian government is too much aggressive on Make in India project. And also they have started a new campaign that is Atmanirbhar. So here in coming few years, manufacturing is going to play a very key role, and definitely it will be part of our GDP quite a lot. So you can see that there will be a lot of industries are coming, right? And definitely they will be looking for an engineer, a researcher, so you can think of the research perspective. So if you go for a master, then always believe that you are going to be part of a research, right? Then after you can plan for your further research, maybe PhD, and definitely you can uh, have n number of opportunities. So I would suggest, I would recommend that, okay, go for master if there is no financial constraint as per your family background. Go for a master and cultivate interest in research, and at least for after B.Tech, for at least 4 to 6 years, you should spend more time on research through the various program of master and PhD. Another thing I would recommend that most of you may be from Gujarat domicile, so do not restrict yourself for a particular region. Open all the boundaries. Okay, so don't do the things which you feel comfortable. Open the boundaries and come out from your comfort zone. And whenever you get an opportunity, just do it. So that is from my perspective, from point number 1. Then the point number 2, I have been asked to discuss that how has LDRP helped you in my career? So I would tell you that I finished my master's from LDRP. I was the part of ME production engineering of the first batch. And then after, definitely the master program helped me. I learned that how the research can be initiated. So in the master degree, I learned, and then based on my interest, I took an admissions in PhD, and then right now I am, you can say that you can search my profile. I am renowned person in friction stir welding when research comes. And this month I am going to land in Sweden for Volvo car project on friction stir welding. So that is my live case. So definitely LDRP helped me a lot during my master as well as after my master. And as alumni of LDRP, I am always available to help the students, right? If you need any help, you can contact me via Pandya sir and the other faculties like Dr. Hari Krishna Rana. I know these two faculties very well and very means in close manner. So you can contact me if you need any help. I will be more than happy to help you. The third topic I have been asked, that is job or career opportunities after completing of a master. So here I am not going to say good things, right? Because the opportunities is a completely dynamic in nature. So we don't know what will happen after 2 years, right? If you plan your master right now, you will be graduated after 2 to 3 years. And at that time, what will the situations? So it's completely dynamic, it depends on the market. But I can see that the India is pushing very hard in area of manufacturing. And when manufacturing comes, mechanical engineer comes first, right? So here I would say that if you want to increase the probability of your opportunity after master or maybe after B.Tech, then here I classify these areas you should focus. Same in case of automobile, right? So I would say that the manufacturing, the first you should focus, try to learn new things of advanced materials. Now, everyone is moving for advanced materials, especially lightweight materials in automobile. When we talk about electric vehicles, after 5 years or 10 years, you will see that we will come out from these conventional diesel and petrol engine vehicles. It will be obsolete like a scooter, right? That was a case before 15 years. So after 10 years, you will see electric vehicles, and electric vehicles, there are a lot of research happening in advanced materials, especially lightweight materials like magnesium, aluminum, and they are replacing all steel components or iron components of the automobile. And second, I would say that you should start learning and having more focus on additive manufacturing. This is a very, very, very niche area and booming area. So far, additive manufacturing is not that much proved technology. So it will take some time. There are a lot of research is going on because additive manufacturing has some issues regarding the mechanical properties. But the researchers are working and there is huge funding available. If you want to do research, if you have intent, then no one can stop you. So I would suggest additive manufacturing is one of the area you can target. Maybe from the pre-final year to final year, you can learn from additive manufacturing. And the third aspect from a mechanical and automobile point of view, I would suggest that one of the area you can target, there is a micro and nano manufacturing. So micro and nano manufacturing is playing huge role right now in drugs and the vaccinations and also implants in our human body. So micro nano manufacturing also you can target that one of the area which you cannot find in our conventional syllabus of courses, but that is very good. Another area I would recommend that the entire world is moving towards sustainable manufacturing. So robotics and automations can be targeted. You have seen in pandemic COVID-19, right? There was a lot of crisis of manufacturing and the productions in the initial period. There was a lot of shortages, right? Even US, the world leader, they suffered a lot as far as the supply of, let us say, a normal thing, a mask, face mask or face shield, or maybe sanitization materials like a sanitizer. So they suffered a lot in the beginning. So what they did, they transferred the existing manufacturing lines of Ford and the other automobile giants to this manufacturing of COVID-19 kits. So the entire world is moving sustainable manufacturing. So here, in this kind of crisis, the automation and robotics can play a huge role. Even without manpower, even I don't recommend the robotics, right? Because definitely it will consume a large number of jobs of manpower. But if there is a pandemic, then in this kind of situations, robotics and automations can deal very easily. So these are the area or sectors you can target, and I can see huge potential after 4 to 5 years. So come out from the conventional thinking and just try to learn from your faculties, from the syllabus. If it is not available, you can do some very good online course on Coursera that you can learn and you can get the certificate and you can interact. So this is based on my understanding. And as I want to say, when there is a will, there is a way. Right now you are in B or B.Tech. So ME is not a bad option. I say it's a plan B. If you get a very good job industry, you can go for it. Then after a couple of years, you can decide whether you want to do master or not. But plan B, go for a master and just select a master program based on your convenience, based on your comfort zone, and start thinking from the research point of view, right? Ultimately, you are going to get the degree, but during the process of the degree of master, if you have the attitude of research, then definitely you will have very good number of opportunities in your career. And second thing, do not bound yourself, do not make a boundaries. Okay, in mechanical engineering we always say that open system and closed system, right, in thermodynamics. So make yourself as open system instead of closed system. Let the mass, let the everything comes in and out. You can go out any place in the world, any corner, and have that opportunity. And I did not receive means these are 3 points I wanted to tell you based on the request of from Abhishek. And definitely you are in LDRP, so you should be feeling yourself lucky. Make a maximum out of it, interact with the faculty more and outside people like me through your faculty members. And as I have said that I am always available to support or help in my capacity. So thank you very much, and I wish all the best. And I really appreciate the faculty members and especially Pandya sir that organizing this kind of event. So this is it's a unique meeting apart from your regular teaching, and I think it's a right move to motivate students for career perspective. So thank you very much, and over to Abhishek.
Thank you, Dr. Vivek sir, for throwing some light on advanced materials, additive manufacturing, nano, uh, micro nano manufacturing, sorry, and robotics and automation. Thank you for your kind words, sir, and thank you for your support.
Thank you.